Hi, come on in. It is, oh, what is it? It's Monday. All the days are running together for me so far. I have a massive kitchen and bath haul from TEMU that we're going to go through today. Have a seat, grab a drink. Welcome to my little corner. And before I forget, my name is Connie, and I am not sponsored by TEMU. Everything you see me show here or in any of my videos came out of my pocket. It's about 104 degrees right now. It's about quarter to 12 in not quite noontime here in central Arizona. And not only do I have some hot products for you, but we got a hot day. So I'm only going to do this one bag and then we're going to move on. Okay. Before I forget, a little secret, couple of secrets I want to tell you. If you want to save up to 6% cash back at Temu, then shop using Microsoft Shopping. They partner with Temu to give you cash back. Also, that famous word everybody loves, Rakuten. If you are a member of Rakuten, all right, you're going to earn 2% cash back on every purchase at Temu, regardless if it's a lightning deal, a flash sale, a special coupon, a discount. Whatever you spend, you'll get 2% back. So it's nice to know that that's happening. All right, let's get started, shall we? Because it's very warm. I paid $1.18 for this. And this is listed in the makeup category as a makeup brush holder. However, I have other plans for it. Oops, if I can get it out of the box. Hold on a minute. The box is a little squished. Let's hope the item isn't a little squished. Oh, heck with this. Here we go. Split apart. That's the way to do it, right? Okay. Right. This is the base, and it's a Lazy Susan. Excuse me. So it is going to spin. All right. It spins. This is the bottom. Very solid, actually. Very nice. I like this honeycomb look, and it's very, very. These are all the sections that you have inside, and they spin. So you can, of course, spin this around to get what you're looking for. Then it does come with a top, which is my favorite part of it. I'm not going to use this for makeup or makeup brushes because, as you can tell, I'm not a makeup girl. What I am going to use this for, possibly, because I did order another one, two things. Picnic silverware. And I brought some of my house silverware to show you, okay, that you can actually use these sections to put your silverware. Okay. It's pretty cool, huh? Right. I know. I love it. And I'm thinking, well, when it's outside, it's got the top. So if you put the top on, there you go. Your silverware stays out of the way from the bugs. And of course, the plastic silverware is much smaller than your regular household silverware. So you'll be able to get quite a bit in here. Right. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm coughing. It's got four outer sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one center section. It's on a pivot. Is this not the perfect thing to put on a Lazy Susan out on a picnic table where you're setting up your buffet and whatnot for whatever meal, holiday, whatever you're celebrating, even in the house, whatever you're celebrating. You don't necessarily have to cover it if it's in the house. I'm going to be using this thing for like watch bands and certain combs and different things that I need in the house. But I do also want to tell you, this has been sitting outside in the box on the table in the extreme heat, and we've been over 110 every day for almost a week. It has not melted. It has not warped. It obviously can hold up a fair amount. So this I highly recommend. And at $1.18, yeah, I did order another one. All right, my silverware. Let me set this aside. So I get my silverware back in the house. This was $6.39 for this particular item. And yes, it is a mug. All right. It's a thermal insulated mug. Now, it's not one of the fancy ones that all you guys have been spending $14, $15, $20. I wanted one without a handle on it. All right. I don't like the handles. They get in the way, not only for storage, but for a lot of other things. But this is a nice twist cap with the rubber seal, nicely insulated on the inside. Okay. I love a little bit of chrome design. This is like a dusty pink. It goes on really tight. Squeak. Right. It has just the slide opening so that you can either sip it this way, but it does come with a really hard plastic straw. And the straw is just big enough to come above the lip. So I like this. And for the price, $6.39, it's a, what's it called? Water Sea is the name of it, the brand of it. This is a 40-ounce tumbler, so this is going to hold a fair amount. I'm just not paying for the handle or any fancy design, right? Definitely recommend that. That's the second one I have on that one. Okay. Anybody out there have dogs like I do that are constantly looking for treats? My dogs, you think I never fed them. For $1.18, all right, I decided I was going to try to make homemade biscuits for my dogs. And boy, do they love them. 3 simple ingredients, all food friendly: egg, steel, oats, and water, and peanut butter. That's it. I don't count the water as an ingredient because that's just a given. But peanut butter, steel, oats, and egg. And this cute little silicone. Can you see that? It's all shaped like little bitty dog biscuits. Little dog biscuits. And they come out to be about the same size as the small milk bones, not the mini milk bones. But as you can see, they're a little bit more than an inch, maybe an inch and a half. This makes 18. All right. And my recipe makes about 15. So I just double my recipe and I fill them in here, but this cleans up really easy. These pop right out. When I took this out of the oven, all right, I just literally picked it up like this and they all came out and fell onto the cup. So it's great. I love the silicone molds that I'm getting there. Actually, I love everything I'm getting more. Okay. For 58 cents, that was kitchen stuff. It's a mix, kitchen and bath. All right. This is a new loofah. All right. And I use my loofahs for just so long and then I throw them away. So this is a medium-sized loofah. It's not super, super big. Very, very soft. All right. Fits nicely in my hand. Has the band to go around my fingers and to hang it by. I love it. So I can't complain. What did I say it was? 58 cents for that. Nice little loofah. Okay. And they come in a lot of different colors. I just got orange because I happen to like the bright colors. All right. Let me get these guys out of here. Where's the other one? Don't have it yet, so I'll have to wait. Okay, for 88 cents. And please let me know if I'm going too fast, all right? For 88 cents, I got this pan scraper. Now, this is not for the inside of your pans. Okay, this is for the outside, the bottom of your pan. It also works great on your grill. All right. Cast iron pans, if things get stuck to it, cookie sheets, if there's a little residual that gets stuck to it, this cleans it up really, really nicely. All right. It's the perfect size. It's not too big, very sturdy. I mean, it literally has no bend to it whatsoever. Very solid item. Love that. Very happy with that. Okay, next. Whoops, I'm going to knock stuff on the floor here if I'm not careful. All right, 78 cents for this. This is kitchen slash household, but for me, it's kitchen. This is a bag for bags, and it's just the cutest little short. Whoops, let me grab the string out of there. It's the cutest little short bag. It hangs this way. It'll fit on the inside of like a cabinet door. You stuff your bags down inside of it here. You pull them out the bottom. I got strings I got to cut. Strings bother me. They drive me nuts. And no, I'm not OCD. I just don't like strings. Okay. So it's a nice mesh. It almost feels like a screen material. Reinforced on the top. It's very, very stiff on the top of this. All right. This is your hanging strap. And on the bottom, it's got your little stretchy elastic piece with the netting where you can pull the pieces out. So it's not too big. I'd say it's about 15 inches long. It'll fit perfectly inside one of your doors in the kitchen or outside, anywhere you want to hang it. So love that. Happy with that. All right, this little guy, 48 cents. Yes, he's yellow. He matches. By the way, this is TEMU. My shirt is TEMU. You've seen this in my clothing haul. Fits perfectly. My watch band is TEMU. And this ring, gold ring right here. That's TEMU as well. So I'm in TEMU from head to toe pretty much, except for my earrings and my flip flops. All right. This little guy was 48 cents. And this is a knife sharpener. It's a simple little monkey. I'm actually going to put a magnet on his back. All right, because he doesn't have anything. He just sits. But he's a knife sharpener. Now, you grab my silverware out of here. So you simply just put the knife in there. Can you hear it? Hitting the blade in there so it's sharpening. And that's all you have to do. So you can monkey around a little bit with this guy. He is so adorable. Look, he's just a little monkey. Isn't he cute? I absolutely love him. He's not too big. He won't take up a lot of space, but I am going to put a magnet on the back so I can just stick him up on the refrigerator and use him when I need him. Okay. Oh, this is the fun one. I don't know if this is charged. $6.29. You've seen this little chopper probably on other people's videos that they've been doing, their uploads. And this is referred to as a garlic chopper. However, I do want to tell you, I've used this, and this chops a lot more than just garlic. Right? So, first off, it's USB chargeable, right? The bottom, the blades, right? Just sits in like that. The top protector, right? Sits on like that. And then your motor piece sits on the top. And it all slaps together. Now, this one, I love it because it comes with a little fork on the side. You see this? Or a spork, I should say. It's a cross between a spoon and a fork, a spork. And it sits right on the side. So if you need it, you have something to scrape. This has an on-off button on the top. Can you see that? So, and it is charged because I've been using it. And it works great. Now, so far, I have chopped onions. And the top does lock on, just so you know. So it's locked. Okay, I have chopped onions, garlic, tomato, green peppers, and yes, mushrooms and walnuts. And yes, I was making a Waldorf salad, but this will chop definitely more than just garlic. And as you can tell, you can see it's small. It's not meant to chop a lot. It chops just enough. I didn't have to cut anything small. The tomato, I used aroma tomato. I just cut it into 4 pieces, popped it in, and it just chopped it right up. Mushrooms, as you can imagine. So this is for a few things that you have to do, not a really big, but this works great. And I love that it has a little spork to help you scrape things out with it. It's very compact. Highly recommend that. And again, this was only $6.29. Upside down, $6.29. So yeah, definitely go for it. Don't be afraid to use it. And it holds the charge. I've been using it probably a week and a half now, different things, and it's still totally charged up. All right, 88 cents. You might have seen this in the Lightning deals. This is a soap dispenser, right? And this is going on my utility sink out in the garage. I always buy things and I have their use in mind, where I'm going to put them. I never just buy things to buy things. So I buy things to use. All right. So this has your top tray. It comes with the sponge, but I have a gazillion of these size sponges. So it comes with the scrubby and soft 2-sided sponge. This is your well. You put your dish soap or your liquid soap, whatever you're using, Dawn, Joy, brand name, non-brand name. You put your soap down in here. You put this on top. Lights. Come on. Get in there. Okay, so this sits on top. And then this sits here. And you push down on the top, and that pump in the bottom sucks the soap up and soaps your sponge. All right, so it's wonderful. Your sponge, yes, you'll have to wet your sponge, but then you just dip it on here. Now, if you want, you can put soapy water in here, which is what I did with the other one. I pre-mixed soapy water so that it would not only wet my sponge, but soap my sponge at the same time. So this is very, very useful. Absolutely love it. Very happy with it. It's basic black. It does come in other colors, but you know what? For the price, and it locks on there tight too. For the price, you can't go wrong. So I'm loving that. Highly recommend that one too. Oops, get the little charger over there. Okay, 78 cents. Keeping in line with the baking that I've been doing, I ordered a set of baking supplies. It's a new coupler, all right, for the baking bag. It comes with a reusable pastry bag, and then it comes with Oh my gosh, I can't remember. This is 20 tips. Might even be more than 20. There might be 50 tips. But all these different types of baking tips, and I'm not going to open the whole thing, but I will show you some of them. So anything that you can imagine that you might want to make, let's pull out a few of these. So we've got this type of flour tip. I don't know if you can see that. And then we've got this type of flour tip, a little bit different. All right, I'm just going to show you a few. A little broader one. This one's just a regular open tip. This is great for like what I'm doing today is piping shoe buns and things like that. This is a rectangular one for like making leaves or designs. A lot of these are, oh my gosh, they're just so different. All different sizes from large to mini. And I would say there's probably at least 40, if not 50 tips in here. And the whole thing was 78 cents. So or 76 cents, something like that. 78 cents. All right. So I'm thrilled with that. That will come in handy. It's always good to have a spare piping bag. I don't like the disposable ones. They just don't hold up well enough for some of the heavier pastries. So I do like the reusable ones because once you're done with them, you turn them inside out and wash them and they clean out beautifully. Okay. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't put metal in my good pans, my stoneware pans and things like that. I'll use metal in my cast iron pans or in pans that are just stainless steel because I don't worry about the surface getting scratched. But in my other pans that are coated, I don't like to use metal. So I use Teflon or silicone. So I needed new whisks. So I got 3 different size whisks. They're all the same, but they're all different sizes. This little guy is let's see how big he is. He's considered to be an 8-inch, and at 8 inches he was 69 cents. All right, nice silicone and silver. This one is this is the 10-inch, and the 10-inch was also 69 cents, which I kind of thought was weird, but I think the 10-inch was probably on a Lightning deal, which made it a little bit cheaper. And then, of course, Big Mama here, or the biggest one you want. This is a 12-inch, and this one was only 74 cents. So these are great. I can't wait to start using them, especially with all my baking. 3 different sizes. They all match. They're all identical, except for just different sizes. Absolutely wonderful. I love the selection that TEMU has. And I actually think this next couple of items, I actually got, oh, no, that's not it. All right. I do have an item in here that technically I got for free. You know what? I can show it to you first. This was listed as $8.98, but I didn't pay a dime for this. And the reason being is that I had price adjustments on my purchases that gave me credits. And if you're not familiar with that, or even if you are, don't forget, let me remind you, go into your account and go enter all orders. All right. Start with the top one. Any order that you've placed in the past 30 days, go into view order details. Click on that. It's over on the right hand side. And then look down for a bar that says request a price adjustment. If that bar is mixed in there with like track and refund, return, whatever, it would be separately and say price adjustment right on it. You click on that. Something that you purchased in that order has gone down in price since you paid for it. And TEMU is going to refund you the difference. So all you have to do is follow the steps. Just click, the item will be listed. It'll show you how much you're going to get. Click on request the adjustment, click the radial button that says to your TEMU, credit to your TEMU account, submit. In a half a heartbeat, you will have those funds available for your next shopping excursion at TEMU. I've gotten so much so far in refunds that pretty much in every order, I'm getting at least one free item. And some bigger. I got a purse that was valued at like almost $13. I didn't pay a dime for it because of price adjustments. So this was $8.98, but I didn't pay anything for it because my credits were over $11. So this was what I chose as my freebie. This is a magnetic knife holder. I had to get rid of that old kitchen block. I just can't stand it anymore. So this is basically exactly what it says. It's a magnetic knife holder. I don't know if it'll work with my silverware knives. Let me pull one of those out. See. Yep. Okay. So it works. That thing is not going anywhere. All right, it's on there. It's on there good. All right, so this is what's going to be holding my sharp knives. It's going to go on the wall. And it does come with the hardware to mount it. You get your screws. You even got your little mollies to go into the wall. If you have sheetrock that you're mounting it to. All right, it's just, yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a simple thing. This is heavy. This has some weight to it. This is a strong magnet, as you just saw me waving this thing. I mean, watch. All right, so you can hear that it grabs, and you can see that it grabs. So I feel very safe using this. This is a heavy duty one. Highly recommend it. Get rid of those old blocks that sit on your counter that holds all your different knives. Use one of these things. It'll be a lot easier, a lot more efficient, and it'll free up some of your counter space. And that's what I'm all about in this house lately, is freeing up my counter space. Okay, 48 cents. We're a little bit more than halfway through the bag, so this will be a short video. We're at 21 minutes now, but all right, 48 cents for this. All right, this is the biggest hand strainer I have ever come across. I love this because this is not for hot, greasy foods. You don't ever want to put this in a deep fryer because, of course, it's plastic, but it will stand up to boiling water. It's BPA free. It is dishwasher safe. Don't put it in the microwave, though you can open the microwave and stir something in there. This is not for stirring. This, as you can tell, is for straining. And this one is going to be for my clams, to scoop my clams out, or when I want to just braise something and I don't want to dirty a whole big strainer, I can just reach in, pull it out. Again, I love the orange. I got it because my kitchen is very Southwestern with its colors, and I happen to love this shade. So highly recommend this. Very, very sturdy item. Big. All right, as you can see, this is bigger than the palm of my hand. This is like, hello, romper room. I think I just dated myself. Anybody remember romper room? If you did, put a comment down in there, hashtag romper room, and what you remember about it. But anyway, this, highly recommend this. This is great. Absolutely love them. They do come in a variety of different colors, so don't be afraid to experiment. 18 cents. 18 cents for this. This is a spoon rest / cover rest. And this has the end over here. Now, in case you didn't notice, I have nails now because the worst of the stuff at my house that I was worried about is on hold until fall because it's too hot to work outside right now. So I'm working inside, which means I can have my nails back again. All right, spoon rest, lid rest. So you open this end up, you put your lid here against this, okay, either here or here, depending, and you lean it back against this way. All right, this is where your spoon rest goes. Right. So it's very compact. It's dishwasher safe. It's heat resistant. So nothing is going to bother you. And I like the color because it's just a basic ivory type cream color. All right. So, and then it closes down to get out of the way. If you don't have a lid, then there's no need for this to be up. You put it up when you need it. I love that because that way it's flat. It's got enough of a lip on the back that if I were to put a small hook or say a magnet on this, I could put this up out of the way on the side of the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it and then just pop it off. So that I absolutely love, love, love. All right, few more items and then we're done with today's kitchen haul. Let's see what we got left in here. Well, that's not kitchen. What's that doing in there? Oh, well, we'll deal with that in a second. Okay. This is a basic, what I call a frosting knife. This was 88 cents. All right, and let me cut it open. It's just a frosting knife, a flat spatula. Anytime you want to coat anything. All right, it's silicone, so it does have a little bit of flex. It flexes on the tip. All right, just the tip, but the body of this is solid. This is not going anywhere. And also it flexes on the tip here where it has a little spot to hang it. So this is for buttering, for frosting, for smoothing along the edges when you spin your cake and you want to smooth along the edge. This will work perfectly. So I got one of these. Again, comes in a lot of different colors. Under $1. Great deal. Can't complain about that. I got another cheese keeper. Well, what everybody's calling a cheese keeper. I have two that I use for cheese because I keep two different flavors of sliced cheese, but I also use them for small candies, things I want to keep in the refrigerator, like chocolate snacks, pre-wrapped things like little Tootsie Rolls. I've used them for the dehydrated towels that you can, when a little travel towelettes that you just put a drop of water and they blow up. All sorts of things, travel soap, whatever. So I got another one, and it's just a little case. All right, opens up big on this end so that you can get in there. It also opens up on the other end. So if you want to pour out something small like candies, you can take the entire lid off if you want to leave it open for a bit. And it does fit in there like that. All right, so you don't have to worry about what to do with the lid. You just serve it or put it out there on the lid. It's great if you're doing a recipe and you have certain things you have to put together, cut up small pieces, whatever, chop nuts, extra things that you don't know what to keep in. This is perfect. So 18 cents, go for it. I have 3 or 4 of them by now, I think. All right, 67 cents. This is your basic egg slicer, but gotta cut this cardboard away. Now that I have nails, I don't want to just rip into everything and ruin my nails. Okay. So this little egg doohickey, come on, there we go. I'm talking to an inanimate object. How bad is that? It stacks together like this for storage, which I think is absolutely adorable. It does this. It has 3 different options for slicing. All right, and I'm going to show you all 3. So this is what the bottom looks like. All right, so your egg sits on here. And then it has this, which will just slice your egg in half. So you put it down and it basically just slices the egg in half this way, which is for making deviled eggs, because then you have the 2 halves. That's easy enough, right? Okay. The next one is for slicing slices, like if you're making a salad and you want to put sliced eggs in your salad. Again, you just press it down in over the egg and you can see how it will give you the slices. And then the third one is if you want to get a little fancy and do like little triangles, little quarters, whatever the case may be, to make a different type of salad, whatever, just for different. Again, it's the same thing. You just push them down, all right, onto the bottom, and it cuts right through. And when you pull it out, pop it out, your egg pops out with it. All right. So you've got 3 different ones, and they all stack on top of each other so that you have storage like that. It doesn't take up any space. It's not one of those big ones that has the wire that you have to crank over the top and whatnot. This is just simply press and slice. And I love that simplicity of it. Microwave safe, food safe, BPA free. Love that. Egg slicer. Cheapy, cheapy, but sometimes cheap is good, right? Okay. Oops, sorry, not kitchen. Is this kitchen? Oh, this is kitchen. Okay. $2.08 I paid for this. I had to look at it and say, what on earth am I looking at? Because it's actually wrapped in thin paper. That's why I couldn't see what it was. But this is actually a pastry sheet. Can you see it? This is a 24-inch pastry sheet. This is a vinyl material. It's really thick. I love it. All right. You can see it's very, very scrunchy. It's very thick. It has the markings across the top. Hopefully you can see that. It has a key over here on the side, so to speak. So for temperatures, it changes from, if your recipe has Fahrenheit or Celsius, you can see right on here the difference. If a recipe, like you're watching Great British Bake Off, which I love that show, everything's in Celsius. So I can just look here and change everything over. It also gives you do's and don'ts down here on the bottom. All right, it gives you measurements all the way down this side. It gives you circumference measurements in the middle, and it's pre-aligned. All right. And then over on this side, it's like a little measurement magnet, they call it, but it gives you transitions between cups, ounces, tablespoons, teaspoons, milliliters. All right. So it gives you all that. So all this is on one mat in one place. I think it's absolutely wonderful, very sturdy, and definitely worth the money. And I will be putting that to use this afternoon because I will be making choux pastries. I'll be making eclairs, and cream puffs for a 4th of July party tomorrow. Okay. These 3 things are not kitchen, but they are, I guess they're kind of bath. I don't know. They're personal. This is a, what's it called? Lamella. It's Lamella, and it's a mascara. Mascara is about mascara and foundation or concealer, about the only things that I ever wear for makeup. So this was recommended to me by a few people, and I love that it's in the copper and the black. All right. But it's just a basic, what was it? Cost wise, 89 cents. 89 cents for this. And when I opened it, I was very happy. It didn't run. It wasn't stringy. It's got a decent brush. All right. It's got quite a decent brush on it. You can see that. And it's ready to use. Not nice and thick, but not too thick. So I can't wait to be using that. It's black. It does come in other tones, but it's just basic black. This was 6 cents. Second to last item that I have for us today. This is 6 cents. Oh, and as you just heard, it's a very solid metal pair of tweezers. It has a little, like a little band on it that will keep them closed. Can you see that little band? It's got a little plastic band on it that'll keep them closed. These do not have a pointed tip. These are relatively a flat tip with very little angle on the end of them. And these I will be using for my business because they're square enough to help pick up some gemstones and things that I need to have a good grip on. And with the black, it makes it easy for the gemstones to stand out. So it's just a basic pair of tweezers, nothing fancy, but, can't complain for 6 cents, right? There you go. Okay, last item, 89 cents, and these are referred to as multiple function dental devices kit. All right. No, I'm not using these on my teeth. And I hate to say it, but I really would not recommend that anybody get dental tools and use them on your own teeth. Most people that would have these, I would think, are not trained as a dentist. However, this is something I'm going to be using in my jewelry business, and I'll show you why. All right. It has 2 different types of hooks here. It has this weird shaped hook, and then it has more of a curved shaped hook. These are protective covers that are on the end. These picks are very, very sharp. All right. I know because I already have a set of these. I had a set of these, can't find them. So anyway, these will help me to pick out gemstones when I'm disassembling pieces that people have donated to me. People give me their old jewelry that have like stones and crystals and things in them so that I can recycle the stones and the crystals. So these pointed ends will work great for removing that. All right. And that's 2-ended. And then this piece, this is an elongated piece, and this has an angle to it. So I can work this way. Hang on, let me pull the guard off. I can work this way. These are just really thin, like aluminum, but I can work at an angle this way to pick things up, or I can flip it over and work this way to pick things up. So I can pick up with the rounded spots here. I can pick up with the tips here, or I can hold it this way to pick up. These are going to be great for my business because they're a very versatile tool. I would not recommend anybody putting anything like this in your mouth. Number one, these are not as strong as your typical dentist tools. Your dentist tools are made of steel, right? They're not going to snap or break off in your tooth. These are not. These are made of aluminum. They're not steel. They will break, they will bend, they will snap off. And if you get pieces of metal stuck in your teeth, you're going to have an outrageous dental bill or emergency room bill to get it removed. So not recommended for teeth. Definitely recommended for my friends who craft. The third piece in this package. All right. Bear with me a second here. Not a bad deal for 89 cents. This has a little, like a scoop on the end of it. All right. This technically is meant to move your tongue out of the way, but this is something I'm going to be using to separate beads from each other, separate the colors. In other words, move them around in the tray, which will work great. This little mirror is not going to be really of much help to me for anything in the business, but I'll definitely be using this. And I suppose I could use this little mirror to look in my teeth. I don't have any fillings. I don't have any cavities. I'm very blessed to be in my late 60s, still have all my own teeth, perfect teeth, never needed braces or any kind of adjustments. Knock on wood. I'll probably get a cavity now. But that's my claim to fame. So don't stick odd things into your mouth. You want to look around. The little mirror is good for things. The mirror is also, I might use it in the business because I'm noticing that it does reflect quite a bit. So if I'm looking for a gem and I can't see it on my black velvet workspace, I might find it. But that's what I'm going to use it for. So that's it. That's the bag for today. The bag is empty. Okay, we did it. If you hung with me for the full 35 minutes, thank you. I'm glad you came. If you're new to my corner, literally, I'm in a corner and you are going to be seeing changes in this corner because I have shopped on TEMU and I have these beautiful shears coming that I'm going to be hanging in the corner. I'm going to be dressing it up a little bit. And I'm also going to be using it to kind of block the sand and some of the sun to come through so I can keep the space cooler and continue to do these videos outside because I just love being outside. But again, I'm not sponsored by TEMU. If you hung with me, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me how I'm doing. Give me suggestions. Let me know what you want to see. I have a clothing haul coming. I have I have a household coming as well. And I may even have some more jewelry pieces coming. I don't know. I've got a bunch of orders here that I haven't sorted out yet and more that are coming in. Hit that subscribe button, smash that sucker, and help me build my channel. Don't forget to keep coming back. If you're new, I'm glad you came. If you're a repeat person coming back to watch, thank you. It was a pleasure having you here. And right now, all I can say is cheers, stay sweet, and have a wonderful 4th of July.